Hello love, today we're looking at European monarchies and how they evolved over time. Let's begin with the good old-fashioned feudalism, the OG pyramid scheme. You know the one I'm talking about, the one where the king's word is law and everyone else gets to be oppressed, except it's not really an oppressive regime, unless you're a peasant. In reality, the king and his vassals are more akin to allies. The vassals' taxes and tributes in manpower and other resources are in place, so the king can be strong enough to defend them from outside threats, but not inside ones. Therefore, you're gonna have to marry Duke Pervaskat's ugly inbred daughter, else he'd march his armies your way and put your head on a pike. But if Hollywood movies taught me something, is that she's actually in love with the pig farmer's son, Fernando. So no one's gonna be happy in this marriage. But for the most part, the vassals could rule their lands as they see fit, with their own laws, taxation, and army. Eventually, of course, the kings became too powerful that they no longer needed the nobility for security purposes, and thus the age of absolutism began, which of course wasn't actually an oppressive regime, unless you're a peasant. The nobility changed. They became a class of bureaucrats managing laws, administration, trade, and other spheres of economic interest. Which means, yes, you will have to marry Duke Pervaskat's unreasonably inbred daughter, else he'd close his ports to your ships, and your opium trading operations will come to a halt. But if Hollywood movies taught me something, is that beauty is inside there, somewhere deep beneath the... Good luck, son, you're gonna need it. The biggest change in absolutism, of course, was the king. Before, the king's word was law. Now, the king's word is the constitution. And you don't mess with the constitution, son! This was a big game changer, because now the king can be as incompetent as he wished. Even if everyone in the country wants to kill him, nothing bad will ever happen to him. And if he manages to secure a royal marriage with the neighboring emperor, his father-in-law will come with a massive army and save him, so there's nothing to worry about, surely. Now of course, events like the French Revolution does show us one simple truth. The peasants themselves, even though oppressed, also changed over time. The biggest change, of course, was the introduction of coffee. Now the peasants would no longer drink a substance that would impair their judgment. They would drink a substance that improved their judgment. And they started asking themselves the real question. Hey, what if we make our very own constitution? Who's gonna mess with that? No one messes with the constitution. Now of course, you're very smart and you already know that very many monarchs wanted to actually mess with their constitution, and you know what happened by the end of the constitutional wars. I mean, I've been hinting at it the entire video, and of course the second I mentioned revolution, you already know where the monarchy is going, right? That's right, communism. Now of course, in this brand new system, everyone gets to be equal, no one gets to be oppressed, and everyone lived happily ever after. Okay, I guess you can say that communism is a system that concentrates all the power and authority into a handful of people, maximizing the oppression of everyone else with the use of terror, misinformation, and propaganda, maintaining a culture of paranoia and fear, preventing them from getting together and organizing a meaningful resistance against their oppressors. But please, don't say that, else you would find out what happened to Duke Pervaskat and his inhumanely inbred daughter. Well, if Hollywood taught me something, is that the monster is always defeated at the end, and you dodge the bullet. This time, if you wanna keep dodging bullets, of course, you're gonna have to come back next week, but I will teach you how to prevent yourself from committing wrongthink. As for now, I'm going to look into the future of the comment section on this video and answer the most frequently asked question. No, I did not forget about constitutional monarchies. They're just lame. Until next week.